Hello everybody, it is Thursday, November 2nd. We made it to November 2nd. I'm here at the corner of like Airdrome. It's actually Robertson. This is Robertson Boulevard. Robertson after Robert Mueller, the FBI director, Robert Mueller, and he's the one who started elections interference. And I'm kind of like following up with Robert Mueller and also Nicole Hanna on elections interference that's going on with Donald J. Trump, and also elections interference with Gavin Newsom and Shirley Weber, who gave a fraudulent affidavit. So I'm here at Robertson and Pico, and I went to Sova. Thank God for Sova, because thank God for these food pantries, because they're cheating me so badly on my DPSS, you know. What's going on here is that I went for the General Relief Cachet renewal and the CalFresh renewal, you know, and it seems like that if you've been collecting food stamps and welfare cachet for like more than a year, then when the renewal comes up, they do everything to extort you to not being renewed. You know, like I called them on the phone, they send me a packet. They didn't just send me one General Relief renewal packet. They send me legal leases to sign. They send me all kinds of paperwork, and I filled it all out, which took me like 2 hours. And then I dropped it off in the USPS mailbox. They said they never received it. And then I filled it all over again because they said that my CalFresh and my General Relief Cachet has been discontinued. So I did it all over again, and I put it in the Wilshire Special 2415 West 6th Street drop-off box, the bin, drop bin, or whatever it's called. They never received it. I had to speak to some lady who's like a Russian lady, because DPSS is not answering their phones anymore. So they're having Russians from 100 Campus Drive in Florham Park, New Jersey, which are part of Conduit and Allied Universal, and now they're answering the phone for DPSS, including Christina Hajar, who's a director who is like in cahoots with Mary Premtage, and along with the judge ELAINE Mandel, they have an antitrust monopoly going on. And I wonder why Gavin Newsom is in China right now. So now I got to settle some business, because I had a hearing yesterday with ELAINE Mandel, and she's the judge. And I believe that judge, ELAINE Mandel, she's not a judge. She's not just a judge. I think she is the Grand Poobah, the master of puppets for the devil worship, the occult. And her type of occult is more like the militant occult, which is like a Waco, Texas occult. And this judge, ELAINE Mandel, I went through the trouble of serving Robert Refkin, who's the owner of Compass and the manager and boss of Mary Premtage. Her real name is Carol Murray, related to Pat Murray, the Speaker of the House pro tempore, fourth in line to be president. And so I spoke to Robert Refkin. I sent him an email. And I sent them USPS mail to show up at the hearing. So he's been served. I served Laura Jane Kessner, who's the Los Angeles County District Attorney, who's been stealing my life savings and restitution funds. And ELAINE Mandel says, you know what? You don't have probable cause that your case even merits anything. Defendants have not been served, and you have no merit, no good reason to file this subpoena and requests for admission. And I'm like, well, Judge, do you not respect a deed to a house? You saying that I didn't include any probable cause, any evidence. I included the deed to my house. Mary Premtage was my real estate agent. She was my real estate agent. What gives it a right to take my house? Just because she's a CIA director and she is the leader of the Irish Republican Army with Pat Murray. And so she took my house, and I'm indigent and destitute and homeless because she took my house and my life savings. That was an 8,500 square house, 8,500 square foot house in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. And she is molesting the town of Franklin Lakes, Mary Premtage, Lynn Carroll, Brescia, Murray. She is molesting Franklin Lakes. She's turned my house in Franklin Lakes, my 8,500 square foot house mansion in Franklin Lakes, she turned it into like the Amityville Horror. She turned it into Halloween. I think she's also an actress from Halloween. And she's murdering people for devil worship in my house. She's raping people. She's molesting people. She's raping and molesting little kids. This is Mary Premptage, Carol Murray. She's doing this in my house. And the judge, Elaine Mandel, is the biggest devil worshiper going. She is not just the occult like the Illuminati. She is the militant occult. She is like Waco, Texas. She is the militant occult, out of control occult. They would rather die than give you a single penny. I've been fighting with her. Mary Premptage has been incarcerated. They locked her up in jail several times, and she's still in my house, and she still won't give me money for my house. And the judge, Elaine Mandel, there was a status that Elaine Mandel is now the defendant. I checked into Journal Technologies, e-file, and all of a sudden it says that Mary Premptage is dismissed, which is the defendant, and the judge, Elaine Mandel, because of the Second District Court of Appeals, the judge, Elaine Mandel, has now become the defendant. So when I went to court yesterday, she denied my motion for request for admissions. She denied my motion for the subpoena for them to come to the Santa Monica courthouse and answer how much money did you take from Leo Cono in restitution funds. She denied that motion. She denied that motion, and so now I want you to know that Elaine Mandel, on March 22 of 2022, Elaine Mandel was served not once but twice by the Inglewood sheriff, because when I went there to the hearing yesterday, I said, Judge, do you not respect the deed to a house? Do you not respect that I paid taxes of $26,500 to the township of Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, from 2001 to 2013? I paid $26,500 in taxes. Mary Premptage paid zero taxes. She's been in my house for 10 years, and she paid zero taxes. I paid $26,500. I have a deed. I have a title search. On top of that, my first wife, Karen Teresa Castorino, which was really part of the Gambino family that I didn't know because she's related to Santa Gentili. And what happened is that there was divorce fraud. They were in cahoots with the Bergen County, New Jersey judge, Bonnie Misdall. Bonnie Misdall was sent to prison. She was incarcerated. The child support enforcement officer, Tom Burns, who's related to William J. Burns, the director of the CIA. Tom Burns was incarcerated. He went to prison. The New Jersey Attorney General, Goober Grewal, he was incarcerated for divorce fraud. They lied on the CIS. My ex-wife said that without you, I didn't know she was a stripper. I didn't know she had money. She said that without you, I have no money. I'm destitute. I am indigent. I had to pay her $8,500 a month in child support alimony, and my lawyer, Bruce Chase, was in on it, and he reduced the child support and alimony from $8,500 to $7,500 a month. And so what I'm telling you now is that this judge, Elaine Mandel, she's bad to the core. She's bad to the bone. This is like the worst judge in the world. If there was the number one bad judge, Elaine Mandel, I said, when I went to the court hearing yesterday, I said, that's not even your real name, Judge. I said, your name is not Elaine Mandel. Your name is Miss Davis. You're part of Wilson Sonsini. Wilson Sonsini Bello from Africa. You're part of John Keeker and Keeker Van Ness Peters. You have law firms that are running the Supreme Court of California. You have Dominique Regine Shelton Lipsig, who's really Alan Stanford. Alan Stanford and John Keeker and the Safra Group Brazil, are running the San Francisco, California Supreme Court and the Second District Court of Appeals, which is why I'm reaching out now to Gregory Dresser, who has a relationship with Senator Dianne Feinstein, who passed away. But I'm gonna file a complaint with the Judicial Performance Committee, and I'm gonna file a complaint against Elaine Mandel that she should be immediately disciplinary action, and she should be terminated as a judge, and she should be incarcerated. And I'm filing judicial notice and motion to certify judgment. And more importantly, she's in contempt of court because she has been served a subpoena twice by the Inglewood sheriff, and she cannot produce qualifications that, one, her real name is Elaine Mandel because she's Ms. Davis and she's part of Google. She's the owner of Google and Alphabet, and she's the owner of Facebook, and she's the owner of, she's the Grand Poobah of this militant occult. And so Elaine Mandel, she cannot produce qualifications that she ever earned an American Bar Association state bar number. She has no American Bar Association certificate. She did not go to law school. She probably didn't even finish college. And on top of that, she's not even really a Miss Davis. She's an Armenian who married Mr. Davis. You know, like Jones Day. She's not even a Davis. She's an Armenian. She was an Armenian spy related to Ivana Trump. This is why they committed, in my case, 20SMCV 00988. This is my case against Donald Trump and Lynn Lane, who was there with Miriam Doctor. They committed elections interference because Donald J. Trump should have never been allowed to run. And this is similar to Robert Mueller, what he was going through with Hillary Clinton. And so what I'm telling you is that this Elaine Davis, her real name is Davis. She's Elaine Mandel. She's not even really a Davis. She's part of an Armenian organized crime ring. All of a sudden, I went to school with Ed Sedez, and I went to school with this guy, Zeke, and he calls himself Velzvelod and Chirac, and they're all part of like ID.me. They said that I'm not Leo Cono. You had these Brazilians impersonating me. You have Robert Gevers and Vince Newsom, the son of Gavin Newsom. You have the judge, Craig D. Carlin, and you have the judge, Elaine Mandel, that are collecting my unemployment insurance because they're doing it through Eduardo Garcia, whose daughter is Jessica Garcia, and Amanda Garcia, that are part of Perfectus Aluminum, that Saram McEvo and the U.S. Attorney arrested for a $1.83 billion grand larceny from TD Ameritrade investment account of my father, General Motors pension. And so TD Ameritrade is robbing a mint. Did you see that Facebook stock keeps going up for no reason? What Mark Zuckerberg is doing now, before Mark Zuckerberg and Elaine Mandel and Eduardo Garcia, they're giving the right for migrant workers and illegal immigrants to collect unemployment insurance from United States citizens like myself. I'm being screwed out of my unemployment insurance because people at ID.me and the Safra group that I've been fired now, they no longer work with EDD because of me. And they're saying that I'm not Leo Cono. I said, I am Leo Cono. I spoke to the guy in Sacramento in the CUIAB appeals board. You could check my fingerprints. I'm Leo Cono. You can tell by my fingerprints I am the real Leo Cono because I came to the United States from Italy when I was 7 years old. And actually, I was really 5 years old because my mother lied about my age. I was really 5. She said I was 7. So when I came here 7 years old, I took fingerprints. So whoever is saying that they're Leo Cono and stealing my unemployment insurance, I challenge you to a polygraph test, and I challenge you to fingerprints. My fingerprints from 7 years old. Because Simone Volz and Simone Cago D'Arienzo Silva and Mariani Cavall, who's related to Dr. Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, they're the ones who stole my passport and my USA citizenship paper, and Elaine Mandel is related to them, Ms. Davis, who's not really Ms. Davis, she's really Ivana Trump, and she's related to Kim Johnson and the rest of the Armenians, the DPSS, because you have Nancy Medina and you have Miss Medina, the Social Security Office, and United States Office of Special Counsel and the CIA that have committed coup d'etat of the California government. And I'm telling you that I'm going to get this judge, Elaine Mandel, fraudulent Ivana Trump, fraudulent Miss Davis, I'm going to put her in jail, and I'm going to conduct an asset forfeiture on her, and I'm going to put her in prison where she belongs because she is like robbing California, and she's just like the worst judge in the world. She needs to go.